everyone, so I'm back again at the parks. I'm literally always here, but it is Mardi Gras season, so I was coming to check out the Mardi Gras parade. And walking into the park, I am seeing this band, and they're this little jazz band. They're so cute, they're so fun. This is actually my first time seeing this band. I do believe they're out here every night during Mardi Gras season. They are incredibly talented, so definitely check these guys out if you are walking into the park, because they do perform on the right-hand side right across from the Today Show Cafe, which is so convenient, and their sets are about 10 to 15 minutes long. And it's just so fun to kind of dance and sing along with them, and the crowd is just so vibrant and so alive, and it's just a great time. The Mardi Gras vibe here in the park is a blast. I definitely recommend visiting the park during this time of year. The event is from February and it runs until April 16th as the final night. And I love this guy with his gator hat on. It's so funny. It's perfect. And again, these guys do perform in front of the Today Show Cafe, kind of across the street from the big studio store when you walk into the park. The crowd is just loving this, and the atmosphere is just so fun, and you really feel like you are transported to New Orleans and Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras season. So tonight I am watching the Mardi Gras parade at Universal Studios Florida. The theme this year is Carnival, which is so fun, and you do have to actually book on the app to be able to ride on the float, and I believe the cost is $65, but there is a discount if you're an annual pass holder. And honestly, it's so fun being able to catch the Mardi Gras bees, because if you're in the front row watching the parade, it's so easy to catch them. If you are in the back, it's a little bit harder, but these guys are incredible, and it's such a fun vibe and atmosphere. This is honestly by far the best parade that Universal has each year. The music is just so fun, so wild. It's a giant dance party here, and it's a blast. And as you can see, there's these jester dancers, and I love these guys. And now I am at the spot right in front of the Brown Derby on Hollywood Boulevard, which is, I think, a pretty perfect spot to watch the parade. And the parade is every single night during Mardi Gras season from February until April 16th, which is the final night of the event. And the times of the parade are dependent on when the park closes. During weekdays, the park does close a little bit earlier, between 6 and 8 o'clock. On weekends, it closes at 9 p.m. or even 10 p.m. during March and April. So the parade will be usually about a half an hour before the park closes. And I would suggest getting a spot probably 15 to 20 minutes before the parade starts to make sure you get a really good view of the parade and the floats. And so you're able to catch as many beads as possible. And I'm loving the theme this year, the Carnival theme. It definitely brought it back to its original roots in the city of New Orleans. So this is the dragon float, and there are about 8 different floats this year, but this one is called the Dragon. As you can see, it has a giant dragon on the front of it, and it is red, orange, and yellow as the colors and the theming of the float. And as you can see, the guests are having the best time ever as they're throwing the beads to all the guests that are watching the parade. And you can always book a reservation on the app and get into the virtual line to ride on the float. And the second float is the Woodlands float, and it is themed to the woods and nature. It's absolutely gorgeous, it's beautiful, and one of my favorite ones. And these dancers are absolutely incredible. They're so talented, they're amazing, and I just love them. They're really hyping the crowd up and they're bringing the best energy, and it's so much fun. The third float is the Phoenix themed float. It is called the Phoenix because it has a phoenix bird on the front of it. And this is so gorgeous. It's kind of similar to the dragon as far as the red colors, but it's a little bit different. And this one is so amazing, and the details in it are just perfect. And I can't believe how gorgeous these floats are this year. And these dancers right here are bringing up the next float. They're really hyping the crowd up, as I said, and getting them super excited for the next one. The energy in this parade is just incredible, and it's so much fun. It's a blast. I highly recommend everyone experiencing this parade because it is my favorite one of the entire year. And they have these performers who interact with the crowd, which is just such a great time. And the fourth float that we see is the serpent. Now all of these floats do have a different theme, but this one is the serpent. It is themed to a water serpent, as you can see on the outside of the float right here. It's kind of like water themed, which is beautiful. I actually love all these dancers. These unicorns are so funny, and they're just really bringing such high energy to the crowd, and everyone is just loving it. The fifth float is Pegasus, and it has the unicorn or Pegasus on the front of it. This one is one of my favorite ones. It's not my actual favorite one because I just think the Pegasus is adorable and it's just so colorful and vibrant. And these performers right here are bringing up the next float. Again, they're bringing such high energy to the crowd, which I love. I think it's so perfect for the guests can dance and sing along with the music. And the next float right here, I believe, is the sea themed float. There's a lot of different characters on it. It might just be kind of like a combination of all the themes of the floats we've seen. It's absolutely gorgeous and so beautiful and so colorful. And I'm loving all the beads the float riders are throwing out. They're throwing out so many beads this year, and it's so much fun to just kind of try to catch them. And it's kind of like a game to see how many you can get. I have collected beads throughout the years, and I just keep collecting them because it's so much fun, and I never get tired of it. And again, this parade is definitely something that everyone visiting the park should make time to see. It does run about 30 minutes before park close, and the park closes a little bit earlier on the weekdays and then later on the weekends, so don't miss it. And here is the King float with King Mardi Gras. He's wearing his crown, and he's so powerful and just bringing the best energy to the crowd. And these performers are so talented. I definitely give it up to all of them for working so hard. They're having a blast, and we all love them. And this one in the gator costume is my favorite. She's so great. And all of these outfits that the performers wear are just magical and amazing. And the last float we are seeing is the gator. The gator is the symbol of Mardi Gras season. And these float riders are having the best time tossing the beads out to the crowd. I was able to catch a few beads this year, and I will be back for the parade again. I went on a Friday night, so it was a little bit busy, but I definitely want to go again and see how many more beads I can get. Hopefully you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys later.